Hi, my name is Stephanie and I run a business called Wardrobe Angel. Over the past few years, I've been transforming people's love of the fashion industry into a wearable, workable wardrobe. And that's what we're going to be doing behind the scenes on Fashion House for you. We've got interviews with really awesome industry insiders. We go behind the scenes of a fashion magazine shoot, and we're going to be looking into some of the most inspiring and awesome wardrobes that I've ever set my eyes on. Welcome to Fashion House.
If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too.
So we decided on a theme of Great Gatsby because this building really suits it, and we got the most divine dresses from Ghost, from John Lewis, which suited the era perfectly. We had some headpieces made, bejeweled headpieces made specially. And it's a very elegant time. It fits in with the current mood in fashion at the moment for dressing up. And it just, I think, is a sort of look that most people can identify with because it's so stylish, but it's very wearable.
I walk in like a timepiece. I go straight to VIP. I never pay for my drinks. My entourage behind me. My life's a movie, Tom Cruise. So bless me, baby, and even if they try to, they can't do it.
My name's Alistair. We're going for a Great Gatsby style fit. My kind of first experience is modelling really, so I don't really know what to expect. But I've been informed that it's a Timothy Walker kind of inspired 1920s Great Gatsby. Which is why we wear these fantastic suits today.
If I was you, I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too.
My name's Fergus Bell, and I have spent the last 9 years playing football. I left school at 16 to play football and ended up playing in several countries around Europe, but sadly had to retire about 6 months ago due to a patella injury. I started at Sunderland when I was about 16, and then I moved to Edinburgh to play for Hibs. And then since then I've moved all around the UK. I then went to Spain, played a bit in Italy and Belgium as well, and before coming back to the last couple of years I've been playing in the UK again. I've done my fair share of travelling, so but it's given me some good experiences along the way. So.
I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. I'd wanna be me too. If I was you, I'd wanna be
So
me too.
my footballing friends, I think I've kept them in the dark for a while. So no doubt the more sort of work I do, I can keep it quite local up here. But the more work I do around the country, I'm sure I'll get a few texts somewhere down the line saying, "What is this in the centre of a magazine?" Or, for example, you can end up doing a few wedding shoots or something like that. I've been married a couple of times recently, so yeah. So far, I've tried to keep it as low key as possible, but I really do enjoy it, and it does fill a bit of a gap. But yeah, it doesn't really tick the masculinity box, I don't think. So for that, I think I'll maintain a low profile.
So my name's Rebecca. I'm represented by Tyne Tees Models. I got into modelling a couple of years ago. I was asked to apply for Miss Newcastle, and Leslie, who's the director of Tyne Tees Models, she asked if I'd be interested in going on the books. And then a couple of months afterwards I joined the agency, and I've been with them since. I mean, it's more of a hobby than anything else because I work full time. So it's sometimes quite difficult to get the time off to be able to do work for Tyne Tees. But I really enjoy it, and if I can make time, I do. The room downstairs was beautiful. It was so regal and just so different. Like, there was just all sorts of things down there from like different parts of the world. It was just beautiful. With it being like a stately home, it look quite regal, be well poised, but at the same time enjoy yourself, interact with the other models, just so it looks natural as well, so it doesn't look too forced.
I'm Melanie. Melanie from Melanie Kyles, and I specialise in hand embellished and embroidered accessories. So everything on here is like a luxury product. Everything's either silk lined or it has elements of some sort of hand quality. So say like hand painted motifs on here, sort of like hand embellished, embroidered sort of patterns and things like that. So that's what I specialise sort of for my business, and then it kind of transfers from accessories into fine art as well. Like there's a couple of collaborations that I've done with artists where I've actually embellished art pieces. There's one that I've had in Northern Goldsmiths, that's kind of framed and like at the top of the stairs in the exclusive area there. So it kind of bridges the like both art and fashion, but using kind of traditional techniques. Also, like a more recent thing is that me and my studio partner, who's Osseous, who she specialises in illustration, like fashion illustration, pattern cutting, and all that kind of thing. So we're both kind of match made in heaven. She can do the things that I can't do, I can do the things that she can't do. And together we've created the Fashion Lab, which is it's an exclusive fashion department in Newcastle. This is like a fashion accessory, so it's a cuff. You could either choose to wear it on your wrist or sort of like almost as an anklet as well. It was made a bit longer because I was looking at Pre-Raphaelites and that kind of style at the time, that sort of old-fashioned romantic, but kind of just making it quite classic and quite beautiful. So that's sort of all hand embellished, like delicate colours, and that was as a part of a collaboration. I would get things like that. I would sell on my ASOS boutique. It's like quite easy to style, easy to wear, but then like the more bespoke things and sort of the brooches and like sort of like the eye mask here, things like that I would get gift commissions for. So a lot of people would buy as gifts as well. I think sort of ladies who like to treat themselves, sort of middle class, sort of well dressed, well managed, like sort of la-di-da is very, very much the same sort of aesthetic, and I think that kind of customer who would spend a bit more money likes to treat herself, and someone who's quite girly, quite feminine, quite romantic, and quite confident in her own style, and is more of a classic sort of timeless style than sort of someone who follows the trends.
Sitting here now beneath them stars, makes me want to take them away.
The Moschino shoot was interesting because when I was going around this high-end store picking outfits, the Moschino outfit completely didn't fit the brief, and yet it stopped me in my tracks. And it's one of those moments where you just have an image. I knew what one of the models was going to look like. I could see her in it, and although it didn't fit the brief, I could see her lying on the bed, almost like a wild child, enjoying sort of like a country weekend, like a young Kate Moss almost, or that Primrose Hill set. And everyone else hated it, but I needed to have it, so I brought it along, and we've made it work brilliantly, and I'm really, really happy with the finished results. We've got some amazing pictures, and I love that whole wild child partying in a country house feeling about it, and the model was superb. I just think the shots have come out really stunning, and I feel vindicated in the fact that I went against the grain and chose that against all the opposition. It was well worth it.
We can go as far as you wanna go.
Coming up in part 2, we look at the hottest catwalk trends that are coming to a high street near you, and I get to meet a man whose wardrobe has taken him everywhere from Newcastle to New York. These are amazing.
Yes, see?
So I'll take these and the camel coat.
Not a problem.
And I'll be off.
Absolutely. Actually, even with that coat, you're looking hot. Always.
Win it.
Yeah, win it.